And we are back, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Transport Fever 2.
That's right. Welcome back to my episode of Transport Fever 2.
Oh
It's a
shit.
mutiny.
It's Sam. How's it going?
Good, how you doing, man?
Good, good. I forgot to put the... I did everything right except that I didn't put the stream on correctly.
Fair enough.
Oh, and we have Micah in the chat. Welcome. This is our Transport Fever 2 stream is kind of like a just kind of a running series where Train Tuesday is where we actually drive the trains. But we're situated here outside of Deep Castle. We have a queue of freight trains waiting for the line to clear up ahead or something else. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but it appears the oil trains are a little unhappy about something, and I'm not exactly sure what that is. Maybe it's because we need to put a signal here, or here, maybe? Oh yeah, you know what it was? It wasn't this one. It was this one. So, Sam, you haven't made too many junctions yet, and we won't start with this one because this is the most complicated junction I've ever created. It is a 4-tracked double Y with crossovers and multi-points throughout.
Yeah, no.
So that's but here I'll just come over here. Actually, well, what's the objective of today's episode? So I've actually been like screwing around with some of the industry mods, and I found out that if you go into the industry tab, you can actually make an industry that just produces, like, for example, this just produces construction materials if you have the freestyle industry mod, right? So
you can just make your own industries?
you can, and that's what you can also make your own towns if you have sandbox mode on.
You monster.
Make sure no name is connected to the street network. No, I'm not going to do that. But the thing is if you go to, let's say, freestyle industry 4, you could do in and out, n or n equals out, n or n equals output, and and we can just do something like, for example, if we do this and it needs con mats, right? So we go boom, and in order to make tools, we need bricks, plastic, and steel.
That's not how that works.
That's not how that works. But weirdly enough, that's more realistic than Twix bars and wrenches.
Wood. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So here at West Haven, we have they've built a new UFC arena.
Coliseum, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so the network is growing. Yeah, I don't know if you saw this, Sam, but this is the hub. This is where, like, pretty much all the goods are gonna come in and then get shipped out. And we have 4 different railroads coming here. We have the South Haven, the East Haven, the Winterway Railroad, and the West Haven, but there's no West Haven trains here, funny enough. And then on the other side, we have the lumber trains that are coming from down here. I did some decorating. And also, here's a crazy... So I found this mod. It's a Spanish 260 mogul type, right? But it has just the power of an engine from the 1940s. And so we just watch this train go by. Like, trains of this era are struggling to pull, I don't know, like 30 or like 10 cars, and this one can pull a solid like 20.
Damn.
Like, here we have 2 Adams radial tanks pulling a train that's half as long.
Looking sexy at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of an example. Okay, yeah, if we come over here... not here. Not here. Okay, so when you're making junctions, this is a Y junction. Well, this is technically a double Y because it's double tracked on all sides, but
Sure.
basically, if you look at it this way, it looks like a Y. Some people call it a T junction, But
I got another name for it, but I won't say it.
oh, I know what you're gonna say. God damn it. Well, they call it a Y because it looks like a letter Y. And basically, what it does is it makes it so train coming in can go over here. Train coming in can also go over here. Train coming this way can do the same. The only thing it can't do is like its only drawback is there's nothing for this to get like. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, you can get anywhere on the 3 points from any direction.
Yeah, right. You just can't go back the way you came from, I guess.
Yeah, unless you like reverse.
Right.
But yeah, we got the steel mill, fully operational.
Yeah.
Also, another mod that I installed is called the Gasworks Mod, which adds a new way to create fuel.
Just burning coal.
Yeah, easy
Sense
as
to me.
easy as peasy. So
That should just be in the game.
yeah, right. Like surprising. So we have coal here. We also have coal over here, and then there's coal over here, which would probably get us the most money. But then the question is, where do we bring the fuel afterwards? We could bring it to Havenland, right? Are we even supplying fuel to Havenland? We are, but where is it coming from? Is it seriously? Oh yeah, it's coming from over here, because we did that last time. That's right. So I guess we could use this to bring fuel up to Bushford. At least for now.
Bushford?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, Bushford. Land of the bushes.
Land of the Bushmen.
Land of the Bushmen. Micah says more like B Junction.
Ayo.
I don't know. I don't get that one. I'm sure it's a good joke though. So yeah, basically, so this coal mine supplies the Aldell steel mill down there, and what I'm hoping is that by adding this line in here, it doesn't like subtract from. Wait a second, there's something wrong here.
Oh god, what have you done this time?
These should be going into different tracks. Hang on.
Oh my god.
Please. There we go.
Just scrap it all, just start over.
Yeah, just blow it up.
Just blow it all up.
So the challenge is how do we get this through here? So what I'm thinking is we keep the track at an elevated level, bridge over here, tunnel through, and then have this just kind of hug the canyon wall.
Yeah.
Ooh. Maybe bridge across here, then come on down, connect to the passenger line, and then we'll put a little freight depot in here.
That's cute, yeah.
Yeah. The only problem is we are going to have to cross over multiple different gauges of track.
Right.
So, I don't know if you... So remember how there was a narrow gauge train, like the little baby one?
Of course, yeah.
This is the opposite. This is a 7-foot broad gauge.
It's the Grande.
Train. Yeah, it's where this is 3 feet, this is 7 feet, and in the middle is standard gauge at 4 foot 8.5 inches.
Perfect for hog tying.
Yeah, perfect for hog hauling.
Alright, wait, this first part of the train tracks, I suggest you make it roller coaster-esque, where it's kind of going up and down a lot before it hugs the canyon.
No. You know just how to get me.
That's what I'm here for.
Alright, so let's pick a nice looking bridge. No, I need the train track to look nice. Like this is not the efficient way to do this.
This is Roller Coaster Tycoon, right?
Oh no. Drag this through here, right? And then it's on the flats, then we bring her up and through.
Oh, the camera's doing a little shaky shake when you rotate it sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
no.
like it's bugging. It's got
Maybe
this
the
tweaking out.
resolution is slightly... I'm watching the stream. It looks okay for me, at least for now.
Sure, maybe it's just Discord.
Could be. this come out like that, and then...
Yeah, let me look back at Twitch. Oh yeah, it looks good on Twitch. Weird. I don't know. I don't know.
Just a $5 million bridge here,
I know.
folks.
Oh my god.
Nothing to scoff at. Let's, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's do, how about this? Oh, that's awful. Ew. That's not how you do bridge pillars. Oh, that's cool. I like that. And now, we just guide her down. Oops, I messed up. Because unless we can, yeah, see, we can't cross this because the tracks are 2 different gauges, which is a really weird glitch with multi-gauge track mods that I've noticed. So what we're actually going to have to do is we're going to have to... Oh, yes we can. That's weird. What are the conditions for that?
There are no conditions.
Oh my god, but that looks awful. Holy
Always
shit.
is. Yeah, look at this. What the hell's happening here?
Okay, yeah, we're,
The game does not know how to handle all those different tracks at once.
yeah, it's like, oh, you want both. The narrow gauge mod doesn't do that. It's like... It makes, like, the one you're crossing, like... And then... Alright, now we need to make the end station, and we'll figure out... So we need track. So here's how to make a... this will actually be useful. So when you want to make like a multi-purpose station, you get cargo platforms, right? And then you just add them. And then you get a cargo building. And then you attach it to the street. And so now it's registering that coal is going to go into the gasworks, but we also need to make our out track. Actually,
Like it'd be more realistic if you had it turning fuel into coal.
Yeah, totally. That's
Just to get a big open fire with, hazelnuts roasting and just, splash a bunch of water on it. It turns into little coal rocks.
right, of course. That's, yeah.
If we're just trying to do it realistic.
Yeah. Okay, so this has a 5 capacity. That's awful.
That's poop ton. That's that's basically what I have in 1850.
Yeah. Well, that's when these came out, I think. Yeah, 1850. That holds 6. Wait, does that hold fuel? Yeah, it does. I'm just contemplating whether to make this second track a broad gauge or not. But then if we go to cargo fuel here, that holds 7. But weirdly enough, it's heavier.
Oh.
Curious.
Can you use the industry mods to make your own cargo types, like a new type of cargo that's not in the base game?
No, but there is a industry expanded mod where it adds different ways to create the end product. So for example, there's fish and coffee and those and alcohol, and if you bring those to a food processing plant, it'll turn it into bread.
Gotcha. Yeah, but it's still bread at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's one of the broad gauge trains now.
Look at that, it's Thomas.
Oh god, no. I just quit the game.
Just quit. Just
no, if you here, I did this in the last episode. If you want Thomas, where the fuck is it? Come on.
Thomas, where are you? Can't hide forever.
No, he really can't. Here we go.
I don't
Not
know.
exactly. It's not a southeast
Here's
V2, but it's close enough.
close. Yeah, we're just missing the face and the smile, and then it'll look pretty good.
Yeah, I mean it's an inside cylinder British-built tank engine. That's about as close as you can get. I put these on the oil line for the West Haven because they're a little faster than their predecessors.
Is there a mod that puts Thomas in the game, and instead of smoke coming out, it's like the theme song music?
And yeah, instead of like like the visual smoke, it starts producing sounds.
Sound files. Yeah, there's like little notes flying out of it, and you're like, "What's that?" And you zoom in closer, you can hear it.
That's oh Jesus. That is like one of my aversions to using like British trains though, is because like they do look a little Thomas the Tank Engine-y. And
Sure,
that's
sure.
honestly like one of the problems with being a rail fan is that people think you're into like Thomas the Tank Engine all the time,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that gets real old real fast.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
No, it's I somewhat feel it through like like oh like I'm into anime, but like people hear that and they're like, oh, see like tentacle porn. And like no like
Right,
not.
yeah. No, that's definitely I feel you. Um yeah, I mean that's a good example, honestly. Like uh oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean it would be like being a farmer, right? Or being like a farming enthusiast and people are like, "Oh, you must love Peppa Pig." you know.
It's true.
Like
It's true. I'm gonna
li-
start doing that now. I'm gonna start going to farmers markets and just like handing out like bootleg Peppa Pig merch.
wasn't like there like some sort of Peppa Pig controversy on YouTube recently,
Oh, I couldn't. I have no idea.
like where like they were advertising like Peppa Pig videos, but they were like extremely violent or something.
Really?
I that's what I heard. I couldn't tell you if it's true, but
I mean, I
probably
believe it.
is.
YouTube is a wild west of the internet. Anything's possible.
Right? Yeah. Well, okay, so that's the coal
Hey,
mine.
Nick McCauley says, "Hey, dude, how's it going?"
Uh, well, CD Trumpet 5 says it's going pretty good. Just upgrading the Transport Fever line. Now we have the, oh, the date's paused. I meant to do that. We're going to run the date forward quite a bit today because I'm getting a little tired of the 1800s and I want to not
Oh
have
yeah,
the route completed before we even get, like, our first electric locomotive.
sure, yeah.
Oh,
He's
speaking of
asking
electric. What?
he's
I was
asking about Adele and building the 48th
Oh, well,
as
actually,
well.
you know what's funny? So, due to the influx of coal, the citizens of Aldel decided to actually get jobs, and they built this Aldel Gasworks, and now
God,
they require coal. So that's what we're
those
doing right now.
neat.
I don't even remember where Building 48th is. I think it's like one of these or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's probably doing good. It's but But yeah, and so in order to work at the gasworks, they need wrenches to smash their coal, and they want bricks to make the fuel.
To fuel their fire. Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. You throw the bricks into the furnace at the steel mill, and that helps. But
Just
yeah.
yeah, just helps.
So the question is, we need to get this fuel. Actually, you know what we could do? But since this hub isn't built, I mean, there's also going to be oil coming in here. But we could bring it to Bushford. And I feel like there's... Ooh, Damn, that would be a nasty route, bringing fuel from Aldel all the way to Scornford, but we'd have to, like, change the thing. What still needs fuel? West Haven does, I'm sure.
I could use a little fuel right now.
Hmm.
Feel a little low energy.
Yeah. Oh, we could bring it to Shadow of the Valley.
Oh, deep in the shadow of the valley.
Yeah, I would like to settle down. Let's do that. That's a pretty... Oh, but then we have to bring it across the bridge. Sharp.
Bridge.
Yeah, so you thought that $5 million bridge was expensive? This bridge cost over $300 million to build.
I mean, look how tall it is.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
and it's
like
four tracks wide.
It's like
So
the Golden Gate Bridge, except it's like a poop brown color instead of golden.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Um, yeah, I guess, so what we'd have to do, basically, is we'd have to bring the fuel back up this way.
No.
Then divert it here, connect it to this, and this would come up. But then it comes through this. The problem with bringing it over the bridge, and the reason I don't want to do that, is because there's already traffic jams at Shoreport, or
Right.
there will be, and then there's also traffic jams coming out of the hub here. Because you have, you have 3 lumber trains. I don't even know. There's, right... One feature they need to put in is if you click a signal, how many trains go by this?
Yeah, right.
Then you
Well,
have,
if you click the line manager, won't it just show all the lines that are going through it?
right, yeah. Okay, so this is what's happening on the bridge.
Yeah, that's I can't even make sense of that. That's a lot going on there.
Yeah. And, yeah, so, maybe not, that way. But what we could do is we could actually use the East Haven Railroad, loop it around here, bring it through Deep Castle, have it divert before the hub near Mountain Circle, and then, okay, yeah, that's what we'll do.
Yeah, just do that. You idiot, why didn't you just do that in the first place? Oh, God.
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
It's not gonna let us do it.
Hold it there, mister.
Actually, what are you doing?
He's just chilling.
But he's on the wrong track.
Yeah, look, he's realized the mistake he's made. He doesn't know how to undo it.
There he goes.
What did you do to fix it? I didn't even
I
see.
just made a little crossover.
Oh, so it says flip back over to the other side. Weird. You like literally, yeah, you just took the wrong path and then he was like, oh shit. Oh
Yeah.
crap, what do I do? Oh no.
So if that happens, you just do that.
Just help him out.
Oh, and it's a good thing too, because that would have clogged up the line real good.
Or like ever, yeah, I know.
So it seems that our options are semi-limited here. We're gonna have to. Oh, we need this type. So what do we want to do? We want it to loop this back around. Okay, cool.
Can you go under the water?
You can.
Would you want to though?
If you want to spend 3 times as much as you would on a regular tunnel.
Really?
Yeah, it's incredibly expensive to make underwater tunnels.
And are generally is like bridges or tunnels the more expensive option? Or are they the same?
It depends on height and depth.
Okay.
So if your bridge is like, see, this is just 362,000, but
Right.
this is $8 billion.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
then like the same with this. Like this is 545 grand, but this is 2 million.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You know, so it's like you gotta, I guess just watch spending.
Yeah. Keep the number down low.
I mean, what for my purposes doesn't matter at all.
You're right. You're
like
doing sandbox mode, right?
yeah, and I gave myself 500 million to get started.
Fair enough. Yeah, yeah.
I love the quote. It's like the Golden Gate Bridge, but a poop brown color.
Yeah, I figured I'd give you the three people in chat.
Oh god, this is gonna be a nightmare.
Oh, that
Ooh.
is the rough one. Yeah. Oh God, what is happening? Oh my God. It hurts my eyes, but it feels really good.
No junctions?
Wow. Look at that. You
No tunnel
tricky mink.
junctions,
How did
right?
you do this?
I am a wizard. Boom. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Applause.
This is like a great train spotting area too.
Oh yeah, with all the different layers and shit, yeah.
Yeah, you got the South Haven, East Haven. What are you waiting for though? Oh, not an iron ore train ahead of you.
But how does it know?
What? How does what know?
Nothing, nothing. How does
Oh,
it know to stop? How does it know?
that's what signals are for. Oh, maybe we could actually get away with this. Boom. Nice. Okay, now we just need to, whoops, fix these signals. Okay, so here's a little tutorial thing. So when you're making a junction like this, you're making two tracks that are going off of two tracks.
Yeah.
So you want to have one signal here, which protects.
Right, that train from barreling through.
Yeah, you have two trains. So this signal protects from trains that are coming in from here, right?
Mm.
Then
Yeah.
you have this signal, which protects trains that are coming up this way and
Right.
coming down. And then this signal protects the trains that are ahead on this line, going through here, and also coming down. So it's like you want three signals for each. If there's 4 tracks, 3 signals. It's always one more than how many tracks there are.
Sure.
That's just a little technique tip.
Little Tiglin, yeah, yeah, yeah. Guys, still, we need to make that mod that just allows you to lay down double tracks in one go.
Right, yeah.
We'll make
Honestly, they
bank.
really should. That's like not a bad idea at all. Like that would be a really good mod to include. Alright, so then I'm gonna put the switch here, so if the trains get really long, then there's space for them to
Yeah.
go through. We're gonna put a signal there. Oh,
Totally magodally.
we got, holy crap, we got a
Got a
bunch
lot
of
of
new
new
stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a couple new 440s and a Russian 080.
We're pooping with a bidet now. It's
Oh,
new
yeah.
modern times.
We have, well, we already have 8 coupled locomotives, but now we have 8 wheeled, 8 coupled locomotives. Who needs, pilot trucks?
Not me, that's for sure.
So are you ready to see me make this even more complicated?
Oh, forever. There we go. Slap it right on in there.
Why is the wood, we can't make
Yeah,
the
what's
bridge?
going on there?
That's just some good old transport fever textural problems. Like that, like what?
As it do.
That means what I need to do is make the switch like back here, right? And too much curvature. Not possible.
Not possible.
Then,
Impossible.
then I need to delete this signal. it work? Oh, it worked. It's a little janky, but it's transport theory. The citizens of Deep Castle like, no more trains! Stop putting them in here! Okay, now, put a signal here, get rid of this one, put it here. Here. We might need to eventually move that junction back as trains get longer, but oh, that's awful. Oh, no.
What are you talking about? It's great. It's beautiful.
No, it's lumpy.
Lumpy is the new beautiful. And the old Lumpy.
I am not the biggest fan of lumpy track. If it looks like it would derail a train, then it's not for me.
I'm gonna tell Lumpy Space Princess on you. She's gonna be so mad.
Who's Lumpy Space Princess?
It's from, what's it from? Adventure Time, I think.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. I was like, oh, I know that from somewhere, but
right.
See, now it's not Lumpy. Okay, so now this connects up to this, which goes do, and that's going the wrong way. No, it's not. And then it goes up here, then
over there, and over there, and poops down that way. Bob's your uncle.
You know what's funny? That is what one of my favorite Transport Fever YouTubers says. Like,
Bob's your uncle.
I don't know what it means. But
I know it's like an English saying. I don't quite understand it yet. It's something like, I think it's kind of like what, it kind of means like etc. almost. It's sort of like, you know, when you're just listing off things. It's like, yeah, Bob's your uncle, and you're done.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know why it means that, or if that's actually what it means.
Yeah. It's kind of a curious phrase.
Yeah. It's like how in America we say, oh, you know, the pistachios are in season. And it, you know, usually means that, you know, you try to say, like, good luck or something. But, like, where does that come from now?
Yeah, totally. I mean, well, I'll just be like, you know, a horse is a horse and a chorse, of course. And if you're going to make a chorse, then you better chorse horse.
Of course, of course. Making up idioms.
Yeah, I wonder what the good old chat thinks of that one.
Oh, they hate it. They're getting lots of boos.
Boo!
Boo! Is that all underground?
Mm-hmm.
What does singles look like underground? It's just the same thing.
Oh, that's why I like the electric ones, because they like clip into the wall. It's real,
Gotcha.
Oh, and we also have Loosest Goosest. I know who that is.
No, you don't.
Maybe I do. What about it?
I'm gonna hit you in the head so you forget.
Oh, you don't be knocking me upside the head.
I can't even. I don't know what to do with that.
Well, you don't know what to do with like my aggressive Cockney accent.
Very aggressive, yeah. a Cockney mugger is what I would classify that accent as.
It's a Cockney something.
Oh my god.
Oh, see, this is where you want to plan ahead, because I didn't want this to connect here. I wanted it to connect there on the other side. So you do that.
Just ruined it all.
Not quite, because now I can do that, and then I can do this. Ooh, that's actually one of my nicer junctions. I'm actually pretty proud of that one. Then you
Oh, there
do
you go.
this. Then you do go bonk. Then you do this, and then you do that, and then you get rid of this shit. And then
You get rid of this.
so let's say you want to get this track in here. This is just
Yeah.
a crossover. There's no way for it to do that. You click double slip, and then you click yes, and boom. Now it can go up there.
Right now they can swap back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And now, if everything is correct,
And it isn't.
probably not. Let's make our line. So we start with coal, and this is going to be South Haven Railroad, coal, Aldel. And it went away because glitch. Wait, why are there two?
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, because this needs to be steel, not Aldel. South Haven Road, coal, Aldel instead is going to go from South Haven North to Aldel. And on your way back, on your way there, please use right way. Something's broken. I knew it.
Shit. What did you do? Show me what you've done.
I probably missed a
Single bit of
connection.
track. Yeah. All looks good so far.
It's hard to see in the tunnels, and that's usually where it is in the tunnel.
Hmm. Pickle P.
A horse is a chorus and a morse, of course. If you're gonna make a chorus, then you better chorus horse.
I feel like that's gotta be a dingle song. Just a fat rap beat and just
Oh,
horses and horse and a horse and a.
I can guarantee you that it will be.
It's like do you know you've seen Community before?
Yeah.
It's like when Troy is doing the all back presentation of Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh boy.
And he's like, it's hard to be
Jewish.
Jewish. It's hard to be Jewish. It's hard to. It's like that sort of like vibe.
Oh man, that's Okay, so the coal line was working. I found the broken track, but now we're going to make this go all the way where? Where were we? All the way. No, that's not it. All the way to the shadow of the valley. That was a good trumpet sound.
Thank you.
Fuel. Shadow Valley. Now the question is, does this do the right thing? Okay, so it diverts there, then it goes into the tunnel, then it comes down here, then it goes down the East Haven main line, which is thankfully mostly greenish colors. But then it doesn't do the right thing. It doesn't go up my new special line. Why?
Just use the special line.
Yeah. Aldel, please go here. What's the problem? What?
Hey, what's the matter you?
Oh, I see what's wrong. This isn't connected to this.
You don't see it.
So we need to go, whoops. We need to go up here. And then yoink it. No, that's awful.
Ugh, yeah. I was gonna say that. Yeah, there you go.
There.
There you go. Shit, now my second Meerkat does. Looks great.
Oh yeah. And now Deep Castle is even more complicated. And look, now it's doing it automatically. And then Shadow of the Valley. God, this screen is so big. And now it comes back that way, right?
There's so many different lines, I know.
Cool. And then let's see. So this station is in the catchment zone of all the industrial buildings, which will change eventually. Um, but for now, we can actually buy some trains. It's so much fun. Let's get this depot. Alright, now we get to pick the trains. So here are new ones. These ones are the obvious choice, but I don't want to just use like overpowered ones all the time. This is a passenger engine, even though it's awful. Oh shit! It's January 1980 or 1891, and we have a new train already.
Is that part of the base game where you can like stop the years from advancing even though time is resumed?
Yeah, that's part of the base game.
How do you do that?
So you go down, you click on the date, and then
Oh, okay.
you can also speed it up, but that's awful.
Yeah, I can only imagine. You're just constantly getting inundated with you can just straight up change the date.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You can just
that's in Sandbox.
gotcha. That makes sense. Yup.
So this is just for the sake of it, but 21 kilometers. That's not great, but it's a freight train.
Do you know what kind of audio files they use for the train noises?
No, I assume it's just like MP3s, right?
Probably, yeah, or like .wave maybe or something. I'm gonna try to make some custom train sounds for you.
Oh hell yeah!
Put in.
I'm so down for that.
I'm a train, it just as it goes down the tracks.
That's delightfully horrible. I love it.
As it like slows down.
Oh man. Hey, buddy!
Hey, buddy.
Oh god, that was just such a awful mod.
I just that whole experience. It was just so. It just took me by surprise, right? Because before Dino Jackson started talking, I was like, "Look at this dude. He looks awesome. What a badass!" And then he started talking.
Yeah.
I just went downhill from there.
Yeah, it's just real, yeah.
Shameful.
I'm real excited for the next episode because we're gonna get, like, all the companion shenanigans.
Yes.
Alright, so now let's do another one. We got this X2440, London Southwestern Railroad.
Ooh.
London and Southwestern. 20 were constructed in 9 Elms Locomotive Works between 1880 and 1882. So why are they available in 1891?
Yeah,
Oh
right.
my god, they can go fast. Holy shit.
They go super fast.
Damn.
I know. Also, I noticed these are just ripped from Wikipedia. Like, if someone changes the Wikipedia article, will they be updated
I'm not sure.
accordingly? Like, is it just automatically
Are
pulling
they
from the
from
website?
Wikipedia?
Yeah, at least the X2440 said Wikipedia on it. I guess the other ones don't.
That's interesting. Yeah, some of them are from different spots, I think. So this is like an updated version of the 064 tank engine that we've been seeing.
Oh yeah.
Let's get 2 of these. You say railroad number 46. What were we at? 19 or 20? Let's just do 20. And you are going to go on East Haven Railroad. fuel Shadow Valley. Alright, why don't we take a little ride on our new trains?
Yeah.
Let's check this out, though. This is the Sierra 460. Very nice model. Oh. Listen to that bell sound.
I know.
That's a off we go. Look at all these coal trains waiting their turn. I guess Nick McCauley's gone.
Bye-bye, Nick McCauley.
Us talking about the Golden Gate Bridge being in a poop brown color must have deterred him.
Really scared him off, yeah.
This is going to be a nice scenic route. I might put some trees around here, kind of beautify it a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, there is plenty of space for something down in the valley, like over here. Little windy curve.
Oh.
There needs to be a custom train sound that's just like, yip, 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 yip. That would be so funny. Alright, I'm gonna have a truffle. A German truffle. And the question is, I postulate this to the chat, and I postulate it to my buddy Delrish. Should we have straight chocolate, orange cheesecake, salted chocolate, raspberry, blackberry, or white chocolate?
Ooh. Personally, I'm a fan of raspberry, but the orange cheesecake also sounds really good.
Let's do the raspberry. Good choice.
He's truffling it up over here. He's out here. He's trying to pretend to be, a man of the people. Trying to get followers, trying to get subscribers on Twitch. This guy's living at large. He's a one-percenter.
You know it. $5 truffles at Aldi. There's Canyon Valley down there.
Very canyonish.
You can see the narrow gauge line below us now.
Yeah.
Little baby trains. Kirby Tunnel. Coming out to meet the sun. We're coming out to have some fun. what do you do when you're going outside? You look at the sun. Just look at the sun.
There's only the sun.
Where is the sun? It's not real. We don't have one.
Show me that sun.
It's like somewhere behind the clouds up there. Oh, Bart, what's going on here? Oh, it's broken.
No.
Oh, I see, because, yeah. Alright. This can't be here because it's gonna block the thing. So we actually need to do this.
Can't put that there.
Yeah. Do that, and then spin you around. Make sure this is one way. Great, now all the trains are backed up. Yeah, for this I just decided to put 2 of these, oh wait a second. I mean, whenever they're double-headed, I double number them, but if they're triple-headed, then I don't.
Nice.
Engines are weak in this period, so it's okay to have more than one.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, do you have any, like, questions about the game that I could maybe answer? Like, things that, you might need tips or stuff on? Because I'm glad to help.
Yeah, like what even is a carpet? Do you think?
Well, carpet is this.
Oh.
So here, we'll come explore the carpet a little bit.
Yeah, look at the carpet.
Gotta hike down through the trail. Look, a lemon tree. How about that? What part of the world are we in? Yes. Look,
Yeah,
cactus.
for real. Like, this is everything in there.
Palm tree. This would be such a cool garden to walk through, though.
Oh, hell
this
yeah.
is such a cool woods, and it's huge. Remember these? These are the little, this is one of the first things we built.
That's right.
Oh, shit.
Oh, 2 vehicles. We can build bushes now.
Yeah. We got another one of those, London Southwest railroads. What can this one do?
Absolutely nothing.
Probably. 96, but it... Oh, wow, that's a workhorse.
Yeah, the power. Oh my god.
Locomotive. Yeah, holy shit. I mean, these are like the... Like, these are available until 1941, so I've put a few on, but I'm gonna, like... They're like, too good for the 1800s.
Well, so what makes what makes an engine better for cargo versus passengers or whatever?
Okay. That's actually a really good question. So, top speed means passenger.
Okay, so high top speed is for passengers.
And high tractive effort is for freight.
For cargo, okay.
The power is just objectively how strong the engine is.
Right, so good for both. You just want as much as you can get, yeah.
And like this one says, it was built to handle the heavy passenger and freight service into and out of London.
Okay.
Which is like, that makes sense.
So those descriptions are actually like they do actually tell you worthwhile information for how to use them in the game.
Yeah, like for example, like, you wouldn't want to use, like, where is it? You wouldn't want to use, like, a consolidation for passengers because it's slow, and it has, like, a high tractive effort comparatively to what came before it, which was, oh my god, I forgot I had this mod. Which one is it? This one, which is, like, better for
low
passengers.
tractive effort. Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Yep.
That's funny. I don't know why, but it is.
It's just like the strangest sound. And it's close enough to yep that it can apply like into most situations.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, yep, yep. It's like I don't know. It's like yeah. It's like someone. It's like a non-native English speaker saying yes and like not quite understanding. Like, oh
Yeah.
yep, oh yep, yep.
It's also like, to me, it's like just like kind of like an expression of like random like excitement, but it's not necessarily like positive excitement.
You're right. You're right. It's just a burst of energy, of chaotic energy that could spill out anywhere into the universe. Yep.
Yeah,
Just
just like,
it.
oh, I got a, it's you got a little dog, you got a little yip, you got a little hey, you got a little whoa, like.
Oh my god.
This has been Kramer with CD Trumpet 5 and Delvis.
Yep.
So now we're riding on the new fuel train. After they liquefy the coal, turn it into paste, they put it in the tank cars, and the East Haven Railroad turns it green, and yeah, now we're on our way to Shadow Valley, or Shadow of the Valley, which is my favorite country song. You know what I heard recently?
No?
I heard Marty Robbins was like a right-wing, like, extremist.
Marty, when was Marty Robbins even alive?
He was, let me check. I mean, he was alive, well, he was born in 1925, and he died in 1982, which is weird, because I thought he might have been... No, that makes sense, because Big Iron came out, like, around 1950, 1960.
Yeah, right, 60s, yeah.
But yeah, apparently, like, apparently he wasn't one of the best guys out there. He was pretty, like, he wrote a song called Ain't I Right, which is, like, about how, like, America's being lost and, like,
Sure.
you know, it's just like, ugh.
I don't know. Personally, that shit just doesn't bother me. Like, obviously, it would be nice if he was like not, you know, if he had better whatever political ideas. But like, I don't know, whatever. If the music's good, the music's good. Like, you know, I don't care too much about who the artist is. I like the art or I don't like the art. You know, like,
Oh
it
yeah,
doesn't
I
really
mean,
bother
I
me
like
with
the
it.
song Big Iron. You know,
Yeah.
I just,
Great song, Cowboy in the Continental Suit. Another great song.
oh yeah.
The one about the horse that was really hard to tame. I can't remember. That's a good one. He'll turn on the nickel. He'll turn on a nickel to give you some change. What a great line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
whatever,
I
you know.
just think it's like, I don't know, it was kind of like what Leon was talking about, how, like, you know, that Southern gospel music is, like, so good, you know, but, like, a lot of the people who make it, like, in, like, the Gaither community, like, for example, we got a nice, train going
nice
through the
view here.
underpass. That's a great view. More train.
Yeah, I mean the other thing about that is that like obviously it's like really easy being human beings that are currently live having this conversation right now, like with our opinions. Like it's really easy to be like, oh yeah, I mean like they were clearly like they've fallen off the edge or whatever. But like, you know, like whatever is like politically like acceptable or like whatever like an appropriate opinion is like changes over time, you know, like people in like, you know, whatever, like a bunch of years from now we'll look back on these Twitch streams and be like, wow, I can't believe these guys like, you know, had nothing to say about you know, gay otter marriage or something. It's like, you know, like yeah, like, you know, ideas evolve over time. Like I'm not gonna get mad at some dude in the '80s for like, you know, not being as accepting as we are today,
fair.
whatever, you know. Like
No, yeah, I mean, I definitely think I'm kind of with you to a degree, where it's like, you know, just like you can't fault people if they like didn't know. But I think like in some examples it's like with the example I was gonna use was with the oh, that's some rough looking track.
Yeah, that was a little bumpy there.
Yeah. But was with the band and now I can't remember their name.
Don't know there.
Oh my god. What is it? The Statesmen. And now the Statesmen were run by that guy, Hovey Lister. And Hovey Lister apparently, according to Leon, he could tell this story better than me, but Hovey Lister had ties to and made an album with some guy who was like a literal like Klansman.
Yeah, sure.
And it's like by association, anyone who worked with Hovey Lister was like, Hovey Lister, like by making an album with him, it was basically just the Statesman Quartet singing Christian songs, right? And then Hovey Lister would just go on a racist or just xenophobic rant about whatever he was talking about. And also look at this view.
That's a beautiful view. Beautiful view. I definitely see what you're saying, but like I'm always wary to like apply the transitive property to just because like a not even a friend of a friend in this case, right? Like a business associate of a business associate has like a raw opinion, that doesn't say anything about me, nor does it say anything about the man in the middle,
Yeah, fair enough.
Everyone's got their own opinion. I think our modern day society is has a problem with people have a tough time being friends with people unless they 100% agree with all their opinions. It's you can be friend with someone that you disagree with,
Right.
It doesn't,
Personally, I can't be friends with someone who has fascist opinions because you can't.
But the thing is you almost definitely are friends with. I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to out anyone. I'm not talking about anyone in particular. But everyone's got opinions. I can almost guarantee every single one of your friends has at least one thing that you strongly disagree with them about. It's unavoidable.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the thing, though, is, not to make it sound like I only pick friends who agree with me, but that is, kind of the case in most things. I do, the reason why I'm friends with a lot of the people I'm friends with is because we're very like-minded. We agree on a lot of stuff. I mean, there are a couple of my friends, that, and I won't name names, but in the past where, I'm not friends with them anymore, and not because I didn't disagree with them, but a lot of people who I'm not friends with anymore, oh, that logging line looks really good. But anyway, I really struggled to connect with them, or I'd say something and they'd just be oh well, but that's not true or whatever, and they just wouldn't give me any basis as to why, and I'd explain my point, and that's kind of why I say you can't really be friends with fascists, because fascists will just argue this weird race theory at you, and they won't provide any actual scientific. I mean, you know this already, I mean.
No, for sure, and I definitely agree with you. If it I'm never gonna defend anyone who just argues without explaining themselves. I've had I guess I call them ex-friends now in the past, where it's the same thing. We disagree, which I'm okay with, but they just would just get upset instead of actually, and just saying you're wrong, instead of explaining where they're coming from. And it's okay, well, I've explained my point of view. Let me try to understand you. Yeah, there's no reason to be friends with people like that. That's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
And certainly, I mean, obviously, you're not going to catch me defending fascists in any way, but
of course,
regardless of what the negative opinion is, regardless of what the disagreement is, if it is someone who's willing to explain their point of view, I don't know, this is a hot take. I mean, as long as they're a nice person and we get along well, and they are someone who explains where it is they're coming from. If they're fascists and they have a good philosophy behind it, like obviously I disagree with them, but that's it's not gonna stop me being friends with them if they're a cool person
thing.
otherwise.
It's like freedom of speech, you know, but like
yeah.
at a certain point, like, you know, I do think that like people are like, I mean, there are certain conditions with freedom of speech that I think are like absolutely necessary. For example, like calls to action should not,
Yeah.
you know, fall under
speaking
that
out
because,
against oppression and you know unfairness and shit like that in our society, like you know
right.
it's really beneficial that being Americans we can like shit talk our government without like fear, without any reasonable fear of like getting locked out unless we're like whistleblowing or some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing though, is I'd also argue that whistleblowing should be legal.
Yeah,
Of course, it's
that
obviously not ever going to be. But
I mean that's definitely a conversation worth having, but I mean for just to take like the easy option, I mean like just leaving whistleblowing out of it. If you know we are able to point out bad shit that our government does and not have fear of being like suppressed, you know, we can voice our opinion safely, and I think that's really important, and it's something that most countries don't have.
yeah, yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I feel like even in like some other developed like European countries, you can't even.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. Man, the
Like,
new Minecraft graphics looks great, says Lucis Gooses.
God, I like this game replaced Minecraft in a lot of ways for me. I will say, because like, if Minecraft did look like this, and there are mods you can get that add like trains into it, like full sized, but also we made it to our destination. That conversation felt really long, but we were enjoying a nice scenic train ride on our new
That's great.
train.
Yo, you had some beautiful vistas there.
Yeah. Up, and it's 1893, and we've unlocked a new trolley.
Literally
Oh,
an entire year.
there was, there was, yeah, literally. There was one thing you said in your stream. You don't know the difference between a tram and something else.
Yeah. Anything else? I don't know what a tram is.
So, you see how there's like, so a tram is basically another word for a trolley.
Okay. So like buses, but they're on rails.
Yeah, like this is a tram, but it's
Yeah, right. It's 93 or whatever. So, yeah. Gotcha.
Like it honestly looks like it doesn't even fit in the rails, but basically it's, you know, pulled by horses. It's like on the track. Here's another train.
Oh crap! You're letting that poor guy huck around horses, and this guy gets a nice old, nice new modern tram.
Well, I mean, we're gonna get the steam train. Actually, I think we might already have it, but check this out. This is one of my favorite mods. Let's see if we have it yet.
Just replace it with the new blades.
We could do this. We could just. Well, you've already seen those, but I want to get the. Here. Oh yeah, here's one.
So you just replaced them with that thing?
No, this is a different one. I ended up not replacing it.
Oh, gotcha.
Because there's not enough fuel coming in to warrant like more than just these two little cars.
Sure.
But the goods, on the other hand, like these require the heavy boys.
Now, when it comes to replacing trains, because obviously trains have both the engine and the carts, which is a little different than other vehicles. Like, can you replace like just the engines on everything or something?
Yeah.
Or just the carts or both or whatever.
You go into edit, and like let's say you wanted to replace this 440 with like this one or something. You just delete it, and then you put this on.
And could you do that for multiple trains in the same go? Like even if maybe they are
you just select them all,
trains?
And then you have to do it manually.
One at a time. Okay, I see it though. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a nice looking bridge. I just realized.
Oh yeah, Golden Rock Bridge.
The Golden Rock Bridge, yeah. This the gangrene bridge.
Yeah, we got all sorts of shit going on down here. Oh, nice train spotting.
Yeah, a lot going on here.
are these doing for passengers? You have 6 on board. You have 12 on board. That's not bad. More passengers use your trains when you deliver goods to the station, because then they're like, oh, like, there's a reason to go here, because, like, this is a cool new town.
Yeah,
That makes
for
sense.
sure.
But yeah, so I'm thinking we should... I can't believe we just connected up that Shadow of the Valley line. That was a big one. But since we're working with Shadow of the Valley, we might as well make the... This shouldn't be down here. This should be, like, up here. There should be wheat. I'm trying to remember how I did it before. Oh. Okay. Let's put a wheat factory down here. Delete this. Put the food factory up here. No, not there, but... Put this up like so. Because this is how I had it, like, in the old version of the map. Let me put you down this way. So now we have wheat, food.
Wheat.
Wheat.
Wheat, wheat.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm I'm just imagining now, like, the cliche, like, dog trying to tell people that there's someone stuck in a well, but it's just like a little, like, I don't know, gerbil mole rat looking thing just going, yip, 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 yip. What is it? What is it, boy? Yip, 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 yip. Bouncing around.
That is genuinely hilarious. Oh, big station.
Big station for big boys.
Oh, yes. Then we're gonna come over here. Make 1 track. It doesn't have to be connected to the road, just as long as there's the squigglies connecting.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
You're not an authority figure. I don't know why I thought that was so funny.
I love it. Just a blatant argument from authority. just in as true a form as possible. It's just like, yeah, I don't have to listen to you. You're not an authority.
Nothing you say is factual.
Oh my god.
The rules don't apply to me.
A bad boy. I do what I want.
I only do bad things.
Meerkat, why did you become a cigarette salesman?
It's bad.
Because it's bad.
That still may be the funniest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Like, I don't know how to, like, outdo that one. Oh, this is gonna be a shitter. Okay, there we go.
I gotta say, though, the Scooby-Doo song, right at the beginning, where you're like, alright, Pickles, are you ready to do a song for a special friend? Yeah, I'm ready to do a song for a special friend! I lose it every time.
Yeah, that was definitely the kind of intended effect.
He's like so excited and happy, he like can't even talk straight. He's
Oh man. Yeah, Lucis Goosist, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying. Figured I'd say hi.
I hope he's having a terrible time. Lucis Gooses, I hope you hate trains, and I hope you don't even know what's happening right now. I hope you're confused and scared.
We
I hope you're
don't wanna scare
naked
them.
and afraid. Yeah, no, it's true. You can stay.
Ooh, fast Haven passenger train.
Really fucking easy.
A lot of the mods I have for this area just make trains from like the 1800s better, but it doesn't do a lot because they're still terrible.
Yeah,
Like
right,
there's
you're
not
right.
a lot you can do.
That's only can only squeeze so much out of that orange.
Yeah.
I want to make a sandbox map and create like the monster of all train junctions where it's just one big rotary that all trains go through and spin around and pop out when they need
Oh no.
to.
That I mean you could try
No
it.
signals. No.
Oh, no signals. Well, then it'll just do it by itself. It's kind of like
Oh, true. Right. So, yeah, I forget that they'll like just like goes through each other. That is kind of annoying.
well, they'll also like pretend there are signals there. Like they'll be
Oh,
really
really?
close to each other, but they'll space out.
You'll still technically be waiting and stuff. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll figure out how to get the signals in there too. But yeah, I just want some like 32 track circle donut that you just hook onto and
Oh yeah, that would
it
be.
looks like a messy like car junction on a highway, you know, but it's like it's for trains.
Oh fuck, that's damn. And I'm trying to figure out where this food can do Hamden and maybe Springfield too.
I wish they were that close together in real life.
Yeah, right. They're a couple miles apart, or 100 miles apart. How are you? Are you doing fuel? Yeah, you have
We're
fuel.
gonna kill each other. Okay, good. Stopped. Oh.
Look at that neon orange.
I will say, like, I'm not that I know too much about trains, but one thing that I find unrealistic is the stopping speed, the stopping ability of these
Yes.
vehicles. Like, these should be slowing down way earlier, I feel like.
Yeah, so there actually is a mod for that. Realistic train brake.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's a pretty good one. If that's
Yeah, if
oh
that tickles
holy
my
shit.
pink. Yeah.
Oh, we got the
48 vehicles.
steam trucks now.
1894. Good year.
We got an Austrian and we got a Japanese train.
Oh.
You're probably like, how do you tell them all apart? It takes a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this will be all wheat in. Might even be able to bring one from over there. And then we'll make another station that has 1, 2. Is that it? Really?
I guess
3.
like the idea of a train is pretty universally applicable. It's just like, oh, we'll just, we'll lay down some road that lets this vehicle roll faster, you know? So it's like I can understand like how it appeared in multiple cultures, but like it's just fascinating how like worldwide it is, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, let me, here, I'll just show you a few examples of different countries' like steam locomotives real
Oh
quick.
yeah.
So if we
Do
go
it.
into assets,
Yeah, just plop one of those down.
yeah, another UFC arena. I want to have them all be the same wheel arrangement so you can really see. So this is your average, American. So the 440 type is called the American because it originated
Sure.
here. And that's where a lot of the names for wheel arrangements came from. It's like where they originated.
Sure.
Um, and a lot, even more so than that, on American railroads a lot of the time. Let's see, are there any 440s in here? No.
This is a British one.
Yeah, this is British. Alright, this is a 242, close enough. Oh, wait, actually? Yeah, here's a British 440.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're really struggling there.
God damn it.
I
Jesus.
know, right? I don't know why it won't just flip the other way.
There's a British one. Slightly different design. Oh, well, here's a real big one.
I like how the Americans have the the big dingleberry on the front.
Oh, the headlight? Or the
Yeah.
cow catcher.
No, no, not the cow, like the thing that the headlight is on. You know, it's like a smokestack, I imagine. But
Oh,
I like how it lips out.
oh, yeah, yeah. Well, that's for, like, this era. You know, it's like they had, like, the big oil lantern and they needed to put a platform to mount it.
Sure,
But,
right, right.
yeah, British engines characteristically either have very small double headlights down here or
Hmm.
no headlights at all, which is kind of weird.
Just
Also, you
free
notice
rolling.
the cylinders for this one are on the inside. So see how like on
Oh
this
yeah,
one these are on the
they're
outside?
popping out. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
those are in here on this engine, and they push the
Oh,
wheels from the inside.
so we got a
And
kind of like a male and female genitalia situation going on, where the balls are on the inside.
yeah, you know, I've never really thought of it that way, but
You know, no one should ever think about it that way, but
well, but then let me see if I can find. Oh boy, this could
oopie.
crash the game. Please don't.
Oh, I think it just
It's gonna
did it
freeze
really.
for like a good while.
Uh-oh. I shouldn't have asked.
Well, because it's loading every single train
Yeah,
and
right,
mod
right.
in the entire game.
You load up your games with so many mods. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I think there's like 530 now.
Or like how you're doing the Omega pack in Minecraft with that just squeezes literally as many mods as it can possibly manage.
Yeah. So here's a Martian steam locomotive.
Oh, like from Mars?
Yeah. Okay, now let's find. Holy hell! How do I even? It's too much shit. These are all just the different locomotives and all their variants. And
How
the
come there's only monorails and like, you know, whatever duo rails, two rails? Why aren't there like three rail ones?
there are.
Are there?
They're
Why?
called rack railroads. So
Ugh.
when a hill is like way too steep, they'll put a chain in the middle and they'll hook the chain to the bottom of the engine. It's
Oh
kind of
my
like a.
God. Oh, I've actually heard of that before, totally.
Hmm.
I think I may have actually seen that in action one time when I was out driving with my dad as a kid.
Yeah, I mean there's one on Mount Washington,
That's crazy.
the Cog Railroad. Okay, I literally cannot find a single steam engine. This is
Okay,
literally all just.
yeah, bunch of crap. What about four rail ones? Are there any of those?
Well, we have a four rail. I mean, there's not trains that run on four rails,
Four
but
rails, yeah.
there are tracks that are four rail tracks.
Yeah, sure, sure.
So, so if we
Totally.
come over to Winterway,
Yeah, let's do that.
where the
Take me to
fuck is it?
Winterway.
All right, here we are. So, oh, that's the
Winterway.
wrong one.
This
Okay,
is where all
so
the skiing happens.
here's some four rail track. Why is it four rails? You might be asking. It's because
So,
this is where the broad gauge and the standard gauge trains meet.
right, right. So
So
both can go over it. Yeah,
and so they both can move each other's cars around too.
yeah, yeah. For sure, for sure.
That's a very
That's
yeah.
cool.
They would do that more with narrow gauge and
Standard gauge
yeah, yeah, than they would with I mean
with
broad gauge did not last long. Like these
sure.
next year the broad gauge trains are no longer going to be viable. So I'm actually going to slow down the date a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Crap.
So now we need to get this all the way up here. But yeah, I don't know. It's like there's some like just train stuff that's just like really weird. Um,
If yeah, is this like an appropriate way to think about this? Like, is a monorail basically just like the narrowest gauge possible?
no, because a monorail is like a different
It's a
system of
totally different setup. Okay, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. because I'm imagining, right, you have like your standard gauge, right, and like it gets smaller and tighter together, and then it becomes narrow gauge and tighter until it's like just a fine point, and that's like the monorail.
Yeah. You want to know what the narrowest gauge possible is?
Yes.
It's hang on. I have to actually look it up because I'm not. I think I know what it is.
You don't
Um,
want to lie though. I gotcha.
yeah. Yeah, the smallest gauge is 381 meters. That's 15 inches.
Wow, really? I'm 381 meters is only
Or
15 inches.
sorry, millimeters.
Yeah. Okay. I was about to
Yeah.
say like that. That didn't sound right.
But the lar
Millimeters though. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a. I mean, that's like a little bit longer than like from my elbow to my fingertips.
Mhm.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Track gauge is really weird, and there's so many. Like there's Swedish 3 foot, which is 2 feet, 11 and 3/32 inches.
Yep.
Like what? Like I don't get the need for the such finite measurements. It's almost like they built the train first, and then they like
Yeah,
were
that
like,
makes shit. Yeah.
yeah, like yeah.
Now, on the other hand, what's the widest that was ever used?
Oh, the widest is oh god, it's I have to go to the list of track gauges by size. Actually, no, the smallest track gauge is 89 millimeters, and it's the smallest gauge where people can still ride and operate the trains while sitting on them.
Oh my God. Yeah, so it's not like like a model train or something like that. Yeah. It's like
It's
an
like,
actual proper train.
yeah, it's like a miniature railroad.
Fuck. That's crazy. That's like kiddie roller coaster at the amusement park size.
Not even. That's bigger.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, it's like crazy. Oh man.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, but what's the widest you said? It's 29 feet 6 and 5/16 inches.
29 feet. And yeah, that makes even less sense to me. It's like you couldn't just call it half an inch. You can't you're like that was too big. They couldn't handle that.
Yeah, and it's for the Krasnoyarsk ship lift.
What is that, French?
No, Russian,
Russian, yeah, okay.
and it's basically for lifting like container ships out of the water.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that sort of shit is like, yeah, but 4 foot 8.5 inches is standard. 3 foot is rarer nowadays, but it still exists in like Japan and parts of Russia on the Trans-Siberian Railroad.
Sure.
Um, it
This is
exists
gonna
in
be a weird question. Do you know what a what are they called? A ripstick is?
yeah,
Those like they're like kind of like skateboards, but you can like sort of you can like propel yourself by kind of wiggling it because it's got that central axis.
right.
Um, has anyone ever tried to have like a well, first of all, a train that can handle multiple different gauges, but then more importantly, like, has anyone ever tried making like a track where the gauge is kind of weaving in and out to sort of get that ripstick effect, where kind of like it like helps with like the it helps with like keeping the momentum by sort of propelling itself like that?
That's interesting. I don't think I know the answer to that.
No, you shouldn't if you do.
Well, also I did not do this right. This is not what you know, that's. I don't know if. I feel like I've heard of, like, them weaving between the gauges thing before, but I don't know if that was a singular train that was doing that. Like, that kind of
Sure.
sounds like it's
Oh,
getting into, like, um,
unique train area.
Yeah, or like experimental even.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wait, no, I did want to. Yeah, that's like. That is a good question. I mean, I know like they did do like serious tests when designing the Shinkansen bullet train to decide whether like
Mm,
because standard gauge wasn't standardized because it was the best. It was standardized because the Pennsylvania Railroad bought all of the railroads around it and were like, this is our gauge. And
gotcha.
and New
Yeah,
York
yeah.
Central was like, well, we need to get over Horseshoe Curve, and they were like, switch your entire track gauge across your whole network from 4 foot 5 inches to 4 foot 8.5 inches,
Oh, that's gross.
and then that just spread all around the world, despite the fact that the Pennsylvania Railroad and the Trans-Siberian Railroad never touched.
Yeah, yeah, right, right. Yeah, they had no reason to agree with each other.
Yeah. Well, I think also it was because they needed a standard like that because like let's say like the Baldwin Locomotive Works wanted to build an engine for
Right,
Russia, or which they
right.
did too. There was the Russian decapods that were used for a long time. They didn't
Sure.
get shipped over because of the Red Scare, but and the
No, but I get it though,
Peugeots.
right? Like you want to have like you want to be able to like use your same industrial like infrastructure without
Right,
having to like
yeah.
yeah make a new system for a different rail.
Did we just connect all of these? Holy shit.
You did.
Damn, wow, we were just talking. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I gotta go turn the fountain yellow. I'll be back.
All right, I'll be Torgling. All right, time to select some freight trains. So these, I think we're actually going to go with the new 440 types because um, they are powerful and they can haul double pretty much what all of our other trains can. So we're actually gonna see when it starts getting shitty. Okay, here we go. 38. We're gonna go to 35. 105. That should be good. Two of those, that's 210. Alright, so we have hundreds. No, not hundreds, but we have lots of different. Okay, so 4454. Is that. Alright, so we're at 4456. Wow. So the railroad number 4456. 4457. Actually, we need to duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. This is railroad number 4458. 4459. Number 4460. 61. Okay, so now we need to go over here and connect each one of these up with each of the others. So tracks. First off, crossover. Boom. And boom. Nice. Cool. Yeah. Let's make some lines. And then we also need to make sure our okay, so you're gonna go from here to here. No? Well, doy, you gotta go into track 5. I don't understand. Wide planes. Marycliff. And back. Ah, I see. Look at that. Broken track. That's why you pay attention. That's why you pay attention to the track. Right. East Haven Railroad. Grain. 1. That's why you pay attention to the track. 1, 2. Line. Instead of doing that, you're gonna go boom. You're gonna go boom. East Haven Railroad. Grain. 2. Third line. A new challenger approaches. East Haven Railroad. Grain. 3. And finally, East Haven Railroad. Grain. 4. What we're actually going to do is we're also going to give these guys some support. Your grain 1. All these. Now it works. But, and here's the big but, this isn't connected to anything yet. So, we need to connect food to East Haven, Springfield, and whatnot, and then we also need to get food to Shadow of the Valley and Springwell. You know what I might do is I might have this just go along the top here, and then I'll have Springfield, East Haven, Shadow of the Valley connected. Yeah. That works for me. I don't know why I needed to put 5 tracks here. I guess it's just for looks. So this track is really hilly, or this land, I should say, is very hilly. If you come out here, where do you come out? There. Okay. So boom, boom. Down. Oh, perfect. Let's do that. Let's do some of this. This could be a problem later. We'll figure it out. In fact, I can almost guarantee that that is going to be a problem later. Because the trains are going to be so long that their tails are going to block the switches. It means eventually we'll have to redesign them, but we don't have to worry about that just yet. Okay. This will be a cool scenic route. There's not much scenery down here. Yeah, let's take a gander. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cars. And it just fits. So we're gonna have to be rather... Oh. Oh, no, that's fine. That's not the kind of junction it is. Okay, perfect then. Okay, so then you come down here. Let's go straight on through, and then you go up here, and then... Yeah, then you basically follow our fuel train. Where is it? All the way up here. What time is it? It's 5:11. Why don't we go till 5:30 and then we give it a call? And I'll eat some dinner before the Andy and Leon stream, which is happening later. Do this, then we actually are gonna go bing bing. And not that. And then... Alright, how are you doing? Commercial? Yeah, you hit it. You hit it all. A baby come back to me. You come back on me. And baby come back. That's my Vanessa Hudgens impression. I can almost promise you I don't actually sing like that. This isn't where I do music. East Haven Railroad, food, Shadow Valley. Work? It does. In the shadow of the valley, I would like to settle down. Oh god, I fucking love that song. Ah, so good. Perfect, I'd even argue. Okay, so then you are actually going to do the same thing, except you're gonna come in like that. Will that work? No, it breaks it. Okay, fine, we'll quad track it just for this part. Oof, this is tough. Okay, maybe not there. How about... Oh, woofer. Wow, I did not plan this route out at all. How about here? There we go. Good, good. But I just don't want there to be a quad track going down the mountain. That's like a little garbage. Imagine a world where people didn't believe what they heard on television. Like if they heard it on television, they knew it was not true, instead of it being true. That would be an incredible world. So like if you saw something on television, you could be like, Mom, guess what I learned? This isn't the way this is. Oh, Shart, what's going on? Why are you on this track? Ah. Aha. Aha. noticed it. Like, those two are on the same line. No, they're not. They're on two different lines going to the same platform. And they wait for each other. Deep Castle is officially one of the busiest places in the fucking world. So, yeah, let's, yeah, okay, so now that's connected. That was what we wanted to do. I wanted to diddle on do all day. That's bad. That's why I put the station over here. 3 trains really coming here? Wow, okay. Good figure. No, not narrow gauge. Please, not narrow gauge. Okay. Put this in. Residential, commercials are all the way over here. They're not exactly in the catchment zone. So you know what that means?
No, what?
We gotta build a truck station.
Yes!
Alright.
Show me the trucks.
There they are. And guess what? It's not just a truck station, it's a freight tram station, because everything needs to be on rails.
It could only be on rails.
That's like indirectly the way I play, is like everything's a train.
Now we just gotta figure out how to get planes on rails and we'll be all set.
Yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna, we need some food. This holds 14 food, so we'll get 2 of those, that'll be 28. If we need more, we'll get more. No, you know what, just for you, I'll use trucks.
Oh yeah. Big old 17-wheelers.
Yeah, I'll use these steam flatbed trucks.
Ooh.
Get 6 of them. Alright, Springwell. Food truck. There they go. They're making gas engine sounds because transport fever.
Ah, yes.
There they go.
They're adorable.
Yeah, they're pretty silly looking. So yeah, we've connected Shadow of the Valley up to the wheat farm using the same exact route that we used to get the fuel there, pretty much.
Perfect.
And then, we just put a depot on the end here. Oh, you got some crunchies?
Maybe. I got a little Mac and Mac.
Oh, nice. So these are meant for passengers usually, but just to switch it up, why don't we have them pull the food train? Oh, shit.
Oh. The Prussian.
Yeah, that's a vanilla, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, actually. That's an Austrian. That's a 262. Interesting. We haven't seen one of those yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. that's not so bad. Then we put a caboose on there because we gotta. 2x4. Oh,
Is there any correlation between the wheel alignment and like top speed or tractive effort or anything like that?
yes, there is actually. Not in the game, but in real life.
Sure, sure.
Like, so trains with bigger wheels can go faster, generally.
Mhm.
And the bigger the wheels are, the less of them you can have.
Sure, makes sense.
So, so if you have, uh, what's it called? Alright, we're on like 44, 64.
What's the name of it? Poop.
Uh, oh, I don't even remember what I was saying. So if you have like, for example, a 440, you can afford to make the wheels, bigger.
Sure.
Like the drive wheels bigger.
And
Which
therefore
will,
the more top speed.
yeah. But if you have like a 410 too, those wheels are going to be small. That engine's pulling freight. You know,
Yeah, I gotcha.
even the 280s of this era show that because if you look at those, they basically took a boiler of a 440 and were like, well, how do we make this stronger? More wheels, you know, and like,
Right, right.
and that's how it got started with that. But then
So
eventually they actually like figured out more, like that you could
mm,
do more with it.
so more wheels means more tractive effort.
Um, on that now it's getting a little complicated.
Sure,
Um,
sure, sure.
so yes and no. And the yes part is that you know, you'll see um hang on, I gotta
Yeah,
do this
yeah.
first and then I'm just like trying to do oh fuck my
Yeah,
castle.
you gotta shit before you can shower. I feel ya.
Yeah. Wait. um yeah, I mean basically all what really matters is the boiler capacity and like boiler
Okay,
power like that sort of thing.
gotcha.
And aha, okay, so remember how we made where even is it? Remember how we made this junction?
Yes.
We gotta do this.
Slipstream.
Except it didn't work. Fuck. Oh god. What is happening right now? Hang on, Springwell. Oh wow. Look at that, I didn't even connect the track. But yeah, it's basically like you're onto something there where it's like, oh well the more wheels I have, the more power the engine has. Well, the more wheels you have, the bigger an engine you need to build, like a bigger boiler.
Right,
You know,
right.
so it's like you can't put like a 440 boiler on like a 210 and expect it to be able to
Yeah.
do what the 210 boiler can. You know, it all
So
has to be like working together.
right, right. I was looking at it from the wrong direction. It's about starting with the right boiler, and then okay, what size wheels and what how many of them can fit on that boiler.
Yeah. And depending on speed, that also determines the so this is an Austrian steam engine. These things look funky.
And these are like this is the steampunk of steam engines.
Yeah, yeah, for real. Like, but see how like they definitely built the drive chain because they needed a small engine that could navigate the curves of Gotthard Pass, go fast, and also they needed something powerful. So this is like a beefy 440. Like this is probably as big as you're gonna get for that type of wheel arrangement. You know, But
Nice.
it's like, and it was built for passenger. It's pulling freight right now. It's against the rules, but nobody who would say anything is watching.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tattle on you.
And also, those routes are working. We have food going all the way from here to Springwell.
My God.
Well, actually, no. It's going to Shadow of the Valley first, but... Yeah, I mean, but then you have locomotives, so... like this one is definitely more of a speed demon. They could have put more boiler in there, but they chose not to.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's a little like cut off at the end there.
Right.
I think it was so they didn't want to, because the boiler is also the heaviest part of the engine. So like, let me get a
Sure.
static display somewhere. So basically, what you want, we'll use this 460 for an example, is most of the boiler's weight to be over the drive wheels. Now the smoke box, which is this silver part where the smokestack is hollow. That's
Sure.
where all of the chemicals and blast exhaust is going to shooting out the stack. It's like all smoke in there.
Right.
This weighs nothing compared to like this part.
The full part for sure.
Which is also full of water and has all
What's
the
the opposite of
tubes
hollow?
and it's like it honestly is more solid than, and you want that to be over the drive wheels so it pushes the weight of the engine downward onto the wheels.
For sure.
And you want there to be enough wheels that it makes the linkage like work to like move it, so you're actually like exerting a lot of force, which is what tractive effort is.
Exactly right. It's the downward force is the tractive effort because it keeps it on the tracks.
Right, exactly. But at the same time, you also don't want there to be so many wheels that A, the engine can't get around corners, B, the linkage struggles too much, so you literally will blow up the cylinders because it's like, oh, too much pressure, boom. Or you can actually explode the boiler too if you like overdo it.
If you try hard enough.
Yeah, I mean the largest wheel arrangement ever constructed. Well, there were two. There was this longest rigid frame engine ever built with the most wheels was the 414-4.
Ooh.
And that
414.
it did not work.
Yeah, it just shouldn't.
Like it for every reason you can imagine why it did not work. It being too slow and literally being too heavy, breaking the track, having too much power. Like it would have worked if they had just optimized it, but Stalin had the mechanical engineer shot, so
Yeah, well, that'll do it.
yeah. But what's it called? And then there was the American Triplex Locomotive, which was a 28882.
2882. That's even worse than the 417.
Well, so a
414.
2882 works because you can articulate it in the middle. So here, I actually have to explain something else before I explain the triplex.
Oh, the gap in between those two eights make it easier to take turns and shit. Is that what it is? Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
it's not a rigid frame.
Yeah, gotcha.
So,
okay.
I'm trying to find our fairly type. Where is it? What town is this? This isn't the right town. We're supposed to be in Shoreport. So somewhere in between Shoreport and West Haven is an example. Here it is. So this is a Fairley locomotive. Notice how it has 2 boilers, 2 smokestacks, 2 of everything. So the way you classify this engine is an 0660 because it has no wheels in front, 6 drivers, another pair of fucking Adams radial getting in the way.
Yeah.
Let's go on the other side. Then another pair of 6 drivers and no wheels in front.
Or yeah, it's got that center line symmetry.
Right, exactly. And the Fairley is a unique type of articulated engine because it has the double boiler thing.
Right,
you can have articulated locomotives that are a single boiler and don't have the drivers like spinning in opposite directions, or the cylinders working.
Yeah.
Like where one's working forwards and the other's working backwards. So, and that's where like you could have a 2882. They even had two 10-10-2s at one point on the Santa Fe Railroad that were pretty successful. I mean, they've had 4 884s, you know, huge ones. But the Virginian Railroad tried to make a 2-8-8-8-2 with 3. And,
oh my god.
And that ran into a lot of problems.
Yeah. Now, what if they had done a 2-8-8-8-8? Because then there'd be an even number on both sides. Would that have worked?
Well, 2-8-8-8. Well, are you talking about the 8 being non-powered or powered wheels?
I don't even know.
Because, like, if it was powered wheels, it probably wouldn't have worked. But the reason why the Triplex didn't work is because they basically put the third set of 8 wheels under the tender. And the steam had to basically go back the length of the engine in order to, like, cycle properly. And, like, that caused it to, like, not be able to steam very well. So they just rebuilt it as a bunch of conventional articulated engines.
Yeah, sure.
Articulated engines were built, actually, to see if they could get double the drive power in a single locomotive. And it succeeded in many ways. Like, the Fairley is one, the Mallet is one, the Garrett is another, but those are weird. Those, like, if you had an 060 Garrett locomotive, you'd call it an 060 plus 060.
Gotcha. Yeah, right. Okay.
Which is
like 2 different sections.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's weird.
Yeah. And there will be Garretts on this map eventually, so we'll see those aplenty. Some people classify Mallets, which are the single boiler, all the cylinders are facing the same way, articulated engines like that, and that just upsets me, because that's not how you do it. But
yeah.
oh, you know, actually it's 5:30. I actually was gonna end the stream here.
Oh, you monster. Keeping us over.
Yeah.
You're like the teacher who won't let us out of class.
Yeah, right?
No.
I mean, I don't blame you for thinking that, but...
But no, I'm just joking around.
Oh, nice. Why don't we end, I want to find one of our new guys. Our new trains.
A Newman.
Here's one.
Randy Newman.
Oh, shit.
Whoa. Oh, this is awesome. You're actually in, instead of like out in front of the train, you're actually in it this time.
Yeah.
Look at these guys. The old twins.
Yeah, right. They're so
Bill and
dirty.
Ted.
That's not a
Dirty.
beard. That's like fucking grime.
They've just been munching on the coal in the back.
Rubbing it on their faces.
Yeah. Oh, look at me, I'm Mr. Santa Claus. And they're like, they're laughing.
Yes.
They crack each other up in their antics, but no one else appreciates it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another guy back there. That's the third brother who
that's the thing,
works
it's like
just a day longer.
The camera moves in like an oval direction.
Yeah, right.
It's not like, yeah.
It's not Euclidean.
But we can enjoy this cab ride, an actual cab ride.
Yeah, for once. Headed for Springwell.
We are headed for Springwell.
These guys just standing around. Do your job.
Not even. They just set it in gear and aren't even touching the controls.
They're like, it's fine.
Here, let's be the guy.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I got coal smeared all over my face now. I'm ready to go.
All right. Yeah, see, the thing is like, driving a train is, like, not easy, but, like, being a fireman on a steam locomotive is, like, harder than driving it. Like, driving is the nominally easier task than trying to regulate the boiler. But, like, look at all these knobs and levers and dials.
I would blow us up in about 2 seconds into the ride.
Whoa, look at that view. Oh
yeah,
my
really, all
God.
these castings.
That was
good.
sick. Alright, waiting for the signal.
Don't tell me to wait. I'll go when I want to go.
Go where you wanna go.
I
Do
can't
what
be a
you
train driver.
what you wanna do, wherever you want.
It's called this. It's a Dingle Dog song called "This One's About Me," and it's like I do what I want. You can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna do that because I want to.
I love the sound of it starting up. The sound of a locomotive's like the chop sound gets deeper the bigger the locomotive is too.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, oil train passing by on the other side.
Guys, dead eyes and on his smile. He's
Yeah, that
having a great
guy's like,
time.
I have seen much anymore.
This guy's like, I just shit my pants. What about you?
They really need to like update some of the views in this game a little bit. I think like just some of the camera controls. Passing by another passenger train. Gloomy Auto Mod really is nice, except when the trees glitch out like they just did.
Yeah, right.
That's because we're in the cab is why it's doing that.
Right.
There's like something wrong with this like mod. Oh god, holy shit.
Oh, what's this?
Now we're on the fireman's side.
They're like, well, trade sides. Okay.
Yeah, you wanna drive? Oh my god, look at that boiler pressure.
Yeah.
150 PSI, we're about to burst.
They got a handle, I trust them.
If Derail Valley ever comes out with like a co-op mode, that'll be oh hey, there's another goods train waiting.
There's an Austrian one, yeah. Yeah, I'm down to do that with you for sure. That sounds like fun. I'll be the bumbling apprentice. You're constantly having to like micromanage. It's like, what are you doing with those hoses? I thought I'd do red and blue together. It looked cool. I know where they're supposed to go. And like you're like whipping me into shape. You're like,
Yeah, I mean, the real shit is gonna be when we decide who's gonna fire the steam engine and who's gonna drive it.
yeah, right.
Because driving it is like, not bad, but I really hope they can get multiplayer for it, though. That would really be something.
Totally.
Alright, now we're on the, this is where the East Haven and the West Haven share some track.
This poor thing snapping back and forth.
Yeah. Head over to our engineer's side real fast.
Looking pretty.
Yeah, I really like that you can color a lot of the trains.
Yeah, really cool. Got a nice like urine yellow thing going on in here.
Yeah.
A little sponge cake.
Yeah, a little spinach sponge cake. Crossing over again. A lot of the reason I'm always worried about like lumpy track and shit is because you see it in these views.
Of course, right,
Like,
right.
and you're like, oh, that took me out of it. Just going through the passenger station now. Wow, look at that thing. Hot damn. Oh, you wanted a roller coaster, Sam.
Yeah, give it to me. Give it to me hot and heavy. Look at this thing.
We've hit maximum speed. Oh no, we're going straight.
80 kilometers per horse. Weird unit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's that really overpowered engine.
Oh.
It's like so small, it doesn't seem like it would have that much ability.
Yeah. It's got a low center of gravity, you know, it's sturdy.
Yeah. Oh, another passenger station passing through. What's this?
They're like, come on, I'm late for work, let me on. Or like, freight only, get off. We're like shooing people off, like kicking them off of the tracks, the carts they're trying to hop on.
Yeah, they're trying to get on the caboose and the conductor's just like
Banning them off, shooting them off with a shotgun.
He's just got his revolver, just like, this train's going to Springwell, but without you on it.
Now I'd play that game.
Yeah. We should make a video game, like, and just have it be like complete nonsense.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
Wow, look at that. Two trains leaving Springwell at the same time.
It's called Two Trains. And yeah, there they go. Well, one's way faster than the other.
Yeah, they're drag racing.
One's drag losing. Oh, God.
That fucking guy. I was like trying to look out the window and see the train.
He's just staring at you.
Yeah, the guy, she's like, it seems that the coal is going into the place it's supposed to.
He's like, job's done.
Yeah. He's happy, he's got a job.
That's true. All these poor pedestrians wandering around on their buses and trams, they got nothing to do.
Yeah, wow, we got a lot of different action. Lots of West Haven. The train's kind of out of its element over here.
As it should be.
It's always cool when I explain like wheel arrangements to people and like they can like identify them like after a bit.
Sure.
You know, it's like when you unlock a new train, you're like, oh, that's a whatever.
Oh yeah, that's a -8 pi 4. Yeah.
Oh god. It has -8. Like, what would that even be? Just like wheels that are on the train.
Yeah, they're on like the top side of the train. They're like not near the tracks.
Yeah.
And then you got pi wheels in the middle, so that's 3 wheels, but then just like a fraction of another wheel.
Yeah. Alright, so here we are. We fucking made it to Springwell. And this has been a really good episode. We got some stuff done. Not so much that like, you know, it was like, oh shit, you know, like we're almost done with the map. We got some stuff done. I'm glad, Sam, you got to see it.
Yeah, good to be here.
But yeah, with that, this has been CD Trumpet 5, and yeah, we are signing off here. Yep.